Thank you for watching Jody's Corner, my favorite.
Thank you so much. YouTube is good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. As you know, I am Jody Joe, and this is going to be a movie review, spoiler-free edition. I just got back from watching, oh yes, it's that movie Creed, baby. Creed 2, out in theaters now. Came out on Tuesday tonight instead of the usual Thursday midnight release, 7 p.m. release for a Friday nationwide release. Saw it with 4 members of the Just Us League, and I just got back not too long ago. So, as you guys know, I talked about it in the trailer reaction, or if you didn't, you could go check it out. I mentioned a couple things that I wanted to happen in this film, and a lot of them happened. Now, off top, you guys might want to know, is this a good movie or not? Yes, this is a good movie. Is this better than the first Creed? Yes, it is better than the first Creed. So just off top, I'm going to get that out there. But there's other things that make this movie a lot more special than I thought it would. This movie has a lot of heart, has a lot of emotion to it. My eyes watered in a couple of parts, particularly because they affected me personally, some situations that were in this film. But overall, it just did a really good job at capturing the essence of what's going on. What's going on with baby Creed in his life, Tessa Thompson's character in this film, his girlfriend, and Rocky Balboa's issues. And then it introduces some of the past. Ivan Drago, back from 30 years from the past, is back with his son, Victor Drago. Victor is his son, a new prospect that comes to challenge Creed for heavyweight championship status, to challenge him as the best on the planet. And it's a way for Ivan Drago to finally get revenge back at Rocky Balboa for basically destroying his shit back in Rocky 4. So that's basically the premise of what's going on. But this film really helped elevate Adonis Creed, baby Creed, who is Creed now. He's grown up. It elevated him from the beginning to the end of this film the way he should have been elevated from the first film. So I like how his character progressed and all of the challenges that he had to face. This has more stakes than the first film. The story is better in the first film. And I was upset that Ryan Coogler wasn't able to direct this film like he did in the first film. But I got to say, this new brother they put on to do this job right now, I'm going to go ahead and call his name. The director that directed this movie's name is Steven Caple Jr. Or Steven Caple Jr. This dude did fantastic work. He did a better job directing this movie than Ryan Coogler did in the first film. Some of the shots that this man got were raw, real, had a great view for us to see the way we wanted to see, the way the director wanted us to see Creed. He captured it with his shots, and it wasn't hard. It was believable. It's something that you would want to see. Like, man, you just got out of a fight. Let's see your face. The director captured exactly how we would want to see someone's face coming out of a fight. Or he would capture the moment in a room to where it gets the best raw emotion. He would get, it's just a simple scene of, this is spoiler free, but just a simple scene of someone laying down on someone's body, talking to somebody. The shot that you were able to get there, just the little simple things. It's a little attention to detail that I think that this director did a really good job on. And Steven Caple Jr., you going places, bro, because you did a fantastic job. I understand that Ryan Coogler's characters are following again. I don't know. I'm not sure if he really wrote this film, but he did executive produce it. So at least that's something. Character by character. So Creed, a lot of growth there. I loved him. Tessa Thompson, she was forgettable, but she had her own issues that helped, and she was a good girlfriend for the most part. A couple of questionable things that she did in this film that I won't get to because it's spoiler, but other than that, her character was okay. Looking at Sylvester Stallone, Rocky Balboa. Rocky Balboa in this film had more emotion than he did in the first Creed. In the first Creed, it kind of broke your heart that he had cancer and he had to deal with that. And this one was he brings such an emotional performance that you felt bad for him. And me, I just felt bad for him. He has this sad, he does a really good job at having this. I don't know if he could do that in real life. I don't know if that's his real person, as how he is in reality. But Rocky Balboa, that character, he's such a good guy. I love him. I love him as a character. He's a simplistic, simple-minded, bare-bone, honest, raw, humble dude. He has these stances he takes. He's always humble. Always has his hat down. You just love that guy, man. He just tries not to take things but he loves, and he loves so hard in this film. You know, he's a father figure to Creed, man. He means everything to this movie. And there's a big, huge thing that makes this movie work for me. And I'm going to get into that now. Well, let me get into the other characters. Ivan Drago, Dolph Lundgren. He's back. I think he did a fantastic job for what he was given in the script. From what he was given, he did an amazing thing when it comes to the chemistry between him and his son. Now I go to his son. His son was played by, this is a weird name, I hope I try to get it right, Florian Munteanu. Florian Munteanu plays Victor, his son, who's an up-and-comer. And the dynamic and the relationship between those two was something realistic, because you believe that exists somewhere. You could believe that there's two people in Russia somewhere that have this relationship. Not even just in Russia, in America. You identify, and I could believe, and I could buy into that. And what's really genius here is that towards the end of the film and towards the third act, you felt why Dolph Lundgren. You understand. This is in the beginning. You understand why Dolph Lundgren feels this way. Why Ivan Drago is this. You understand why he is this way. You understand the effect that the Rocky IV film had on Ivan Drago's life. You understand why his son is doing what he does. You understand why Ivan does what he does. And it gets so deep into the epicness of the past movies. And there it is. I hit it on the head. That's the number one thing I love about this film. This film, more than any other Rocky film, including Rocky films. You know, like those Rocky 1, 2 was a sequel, 3 was a sequel, 4 was a sequel, 5 was a sequel, 6 is a sequel. But none of those, they understood that you saw the previous film and they moved forward. This film, Creed 2, goes from 2018 all the way back to Rocky IV. If you guys are fans of Rocky IV like I am, that's the best Rocky movie, in my opinion. If you're fans of Rocky IV, go see Creed 2, just because it's going to fill in a lot of story. You want to know what happened after Rocky IV? Well, watch Creed 2. It fills in and then not just Rocky IV, all of Rocky's movies. It goes back and makes those movies better. I'm sitting back in the theater with the league like, dang, I remember this moment. Oh, is that what happened after that fight? Oh, is that what went down afterward? It's canon. Like Creed 2 is filling in canon from Rocky 1, 2, 3, and 4. Especially 4, man. There's a couple of surprise turns up in here in this movie that shows you characters coming from the past, people getting with people. It's crazy, man. I just gotta tell you guys, I really love this movie a lot. And it really ranks high on my list. This is much better than the first Creed. It scored in every possible category except one, and that's the music. The musical choices that they chose for this movie was underwhelming for sure. They could have did a better job with the score, and they could have did a better job with the actual music selections that they had in this movie. That's really my number one critique, is that there was, with all the epicness going around, that score wasn't there to hype you up and get you to that heart pumping out your chest. Eye of the Tiger, Hearts on Fire, training montage, all those epic songs from the 1980s and 90s from Rocky, none of those were really here. And it's sad, but just because it's 2018 doesn't mean you can't use throwback, my brother. You could have did it, but whatever. That's my only gripe. Every movie has a couple of gripes, and that's mine. Still not enough to bring this movie down. This film has a lot of heart. It's competently written. It's amazingly acted upon, and you love the characters, and you fall in love with some of the story elements in this film, and I love it a lot. And that's exactly why I'm going to go ahead and give this thing, give it an A. Solid A. I aced it. You aced the test. You're on time. You passed the SATs. You got your apple and your cookie and some milk on the side. Shout out to this film. This is a really dope film. I'm really proud of this movie. You guys should go see it. I think it's really good. I'm not really over the moon, like, oh God, it's the greatest thing ever. But this is a really good film. I really didn't think they were going to be able to hit it out of the ballpark, but they actually did. So thanks guys for watching this review. Subscribe to the channel for more real content. I'm Jody Joe, and I'm out this thing, man. All right, deuces.